Assalamu alaikum friends, how are you? My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, we often talk about the qualities, the merits needed to become a successful person, to lead a happy and a winner's life. Six habits of successful people, seven habits of successful people, 13 things to do if you want to become a better human being, if you want to live a happy, etc. etc. Today, we are going to look upon the situation from another angle. So, instead of talking about the successful people and the habits and the attitudes of the successful people, today we are rather going to talk about the unsuccessful people and the habits of unsuccessful people. Six habits of the unsuccessful people who never get ahead in life. So, why to talk about the habits of the unsuccessful people? Why not to talk again about the habits of the successful people? I think, if at all, it is important for us to understand and to know what are the habits of the successful people. I think it is equally important, if at all, we do understand what are the habits of the failed people, unsuccessful people, so that we are, on the one hand, we are trying to adopt the habits of the successful people. On the other hand, we are equally trying to avoid the habits of the unsuccessful people. We should keep looking upon ourselves. If at all any of those habits of unsuccessful people is developing in us or has developed in us, so it become a very important, and a priority to get rid of that habit. Since we are going to talk about the six habits of unsuccessful people today, and six habits of the unsuccessful people who never get ahead in life. So I think, for me, for you, for all of us, it is important to look upon ourselves. If at all if we have developed or developing any of these six habits, then we should try to immediately get rid of that thing, so that we could become a successful people. So that the hurdles, because these are the hurdles, because these bad habits are the hurdles, the obstacles, this is the biggest trouble on our way to success and happiness. I think we need to remove all that. So let's look upon all of these six habits one by one. First of all, it is procrastination. Procrastinating, I think that is not good at all. If at all we are procrastinating, it will be really bad. If a person is unable to do their work on time, if a person is unable to do their work on time, how come will they be able to succeed? Because as for the success is concerned, the success mean racking the success building performances every now and then. And we need to perform, we need to accomplish many a thing, and everything which needs to be done should be done. So this is the way to become a successful person. But if at all a person is procrastination, has developed the attitude of procrastination, how come will they be able to do the things on time? And the people who don't do the things, these things, the important things, these become the leader of success. These become the staircase of success. If at all we are able to accomplish the things on time, the needed things on time, what is going to happen then? We are going to become a successful person. And if at all we are unable to do those things which needs to be done, we will never be able to succeed. So first of all, we need to look upon ourselves, our life. If at all there is an attitude of procrastination, this must be tackled on time. This must be, we need to get rid of all that. Number two, the second is fear of change. What is the second? The second is fear of change. Mean we shouldn't be afraid of the change at all. Who people are seen, fearing the change? Those people who don't want to come out of their comfort zone. Everybody have got a comfort zone, but those people who are making the deliberate attempts to come out of their comfort zone and to try the new thing, they people are not afraid of change at all. They are not fearful of change at all. Rather, they are able to embrace the change. Embracing the change, it is a trait of the winner. Mean what is meant by embracing the change? It actually means that whatever comes, if at all a kind of change has occurred in our life which was out of our control, we should not be unhappy at all. We should rather try to seek the opportunities. We should try to learn from the changed atmosphere, and we should try to find the opportunities in the new situation. So that is, we don't have to be afraid of the change at all. But those people who are unsuccessful people, they don't like to change. They don't like changes. They always want to keep themselves in their comfort zone. And as for the change is concerned, change mean improvement. Change generally it mean improvement. Mean if at all some of the changes are not good at all, but if at all the change is a designed one and meant for the sake of improvement, I believe that it will usually it brings the improvement. So we should never be afraid of the change at all. Never be afraid of change. And the third is the lack of goal setting. Goal setting is very important. Why I call it that much important? Why? Because the goal setting is like, marking your destination. If we don't know about our destination, how come shall we be able to? If at all we don't know our destination, how come shall we be able to do that? We shall never be able to reach our destination. And those people who don't set the goals, the worthwhile goals, and these people don't have any direction, they are the directionless people. And those people who don't know where to go, these people, believe me or not, those people who don't set their goals and those people who don't fix their targets, they people are the directionless people. They people are like the rudderless boat. So it is very important and very important indeed that we are, clearly defining our goal setting. Goal setting, the worthwhile goals should be should be made a target. And then we should do everything else we can to reach our worthwhile goal. So goal setting is very important. It is equally to determining your direction of the movement, your destination. And the fourth is neglecting personal development. Neglecting personal development. Personal developing as a person, here we are not talking about the material development. Material development is very important, but this is the basis of all sort of development. And this thing is called personal development. If at all a person has not developed as a person, if someone else has not developed as a person, what is going to happen then? I think that they people will never be able to develop as a whole at all. So it is really important that we keep developing as a person, and all the other positive developments will follow. If at all we are developing as a person, if at all we are developing as a human being, as a person, if at all we are trying to create the good qualities in ourselves and we are trying to remove the bad qualities from ourselves, I believe that in this manner we are developing as a person. And if at all we are developing as a person, I believe that every sort of development will automatically follow. My dear friends, we need to learn new skills, new piece of information, new knowledge, new wisdom, new skill. Keep learning, learning, learning. Keep learning from cradle to grave. That was said by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Now, the sixth habit of these unsuccessful people is avoiding responsibility. Avoiding responsibility. We don't have to do have to take the responsibility. Be a responsible person. Whatever your responsibilities are, don't be a shirker at all from your responsibility. Always, always, always take the responsibility. And if at all we are unwilling to take the responsibility, it actually means that we are irresponsible people. And let me tell you with enough amount of confidence, with the absolute clarity, that those people who are not acting as a responsible person, the world has no place for these people in the world. There is no place for these people in the world. They will never be able to make any good place in the society at all. So they will be suffering, and they will be an absolute and a total failure. So ability, willingness to take the responsibility. Whatever is my responsibility is my responsibility. I do accept my responsibility, and I shall be doing my utmost to fulfill those responsibilities of mine. So that is these are the six habits of the unsuccessful people. I think that we need to get rid of all these six habits, so that we are better able to live as as a good human being, as a successful person, as a happy person. Why? Because we have succeeded in removing all the bad, all the habits of unsuccessful people. And today we have talked about the six habits of the unsuccessful people, which habits are not allowing them to move forward, to develop, to progress, to prosper. Thank you very much.